Okay, right. So we are with Tim today. Hi, Tim. First of all, you're good. All we're going to do, guys, is just sort of have a little run through of Tim's journey with Transformate. I know so many of you have already seen the huge success when it comes to Tim's transformation. I will pop the various photos and progress pics below. But yeah, Tim, over to you, buddy. Really, where was you before Transformate? And let me just take you back. It was some months ago now. Yeah, sort of
about a year ago.
A year, yeah.
Maybe it was. Well, I'll say I know it's over a year. It was. I think it was around April again, my birthday time.
Right.
Where we had a few things planned. I think I took my dad to a Nottingham Forest match, hospitality. So we knew we was going to have a beer and that, and it all came about. You know, I just thought, I just feel so unhappy with myself now. And that's what it was. It was a smart event, and I had to wear trousers and a shirt. And I thought, I've got to buy a new shirt.
Right.
And the sizes were going up. My waist size was going up. Then I thought, right, enough is enough. And I think I signed up just before I went there.
Right.
And as it happened, we were going away for the weekend with my parents a week after. We went to Cambridge. It's still in my mind now, vivid in my mind. So I knew I didn't want to drink. I had to be careful what I ate. So all over that weekend was, I've got to be good now. I've reached out to you guys, and that was it. I knew I had to be accountable then, because you have to send photos in. You have to get weighed.
Yeah,
it was one of them. So it was April last year.
And what you just felt that uncomfortable and down about your current situation. You thought the time was right. So again, anyone out there, I think it just helps them to identify. Yeah, where was you mentally?
Grumpy. Even some of the things I said, I thought, looking back now, I think to myself, God, you was miserable then.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's not until you look back at certain photos and you think, yeah, I was there, but wasn't.
When you're in your own company, it's worse when you're in your own company.
Right.
You know, and I changed my job 2016. I've always worked in a factory. I've always been active. I've worked out on sites. And then because I took on a new role, I was sitting in the car. So I can work an 8 or 9 hour day, but sitting in the car for 4 or 5 hours.
Got ya. Yeah.
But then I wasn't educated enough to get my food ready.
Right. Yeah.
Or disciplined enough to get my food ready. To say, right, I'm going out tomorrow morning. I'm going to be there and there. I'm going to be home late. I'm going to take some dinner out with me. And knew exactly what I was eating during the day, because everybody knows you can go to Tesco's, you can get a meal deal. Other supermarkets are available as well. You can get a meal deal, you can go to McDonald's. It's easy food. Service stations, it's easy food. If you ain't got time on your hands, which was another thing, I learned to make time for myself.
Because in actual fact, something else that I think is very special about your journey, and don't get me wrong, you're no different to many other people, because we work with normal people. Believe it or not, Tim is normal. Normal, real people that are busy working. And I know Tim now, and he doesn't sit still. He loves it. He's always out and about. He's social. He's got 3 or 4, high values. He's a family man. Again, business-wise, he's always on the road. How were you getting through life beforehand? How?
I don't know now.
Because
looking back now, it's like yesterday morning. I was up at 6 yesterday morning. I'd had my overnight oats ready. I'm not saying I've done this for years. Don't get me wrong, and I'm no martyr. You know, there's a lot of people who've done it, and a lot of people are doing it now. But up at 6 yesterday, I was out running at 7:30. Now on Saturday morning.
Yeah, good.
Few people on here know me that I'd be nursing hangovers on a Saturday morning, because I'd finished work on a Friday and that was my release. Go and have a couple of pints.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying, yes, I did cut alcohol out for my first 12 weeks of this transformation, but every now and again, I'll be totally honest with you. And that's another thing, being honest.
Yeah.
Is I had a couple of cans of beer last night. I was watching telly, but that was it.
Yeah.
After that, it was a couple of pints of water before I went to bed. But before, I'd have had a couple of cans, then I got a bottle of wine out.
Yeah.
And I've said to you this before, and I've been totally honest with you. I can't open a bottle of wine and have half of it.
No, yeah.
Or I couldn't have the whole bottle, you know, and that's sort of the discipline I had to put in, because I was getting to the stage of myself, you know, and sometimes I reckon blokes are worse than women with comments.
Right. Okay. Got you. What
it's not this is not a chauvinist thing either. You know, it's because I only see my customers once every month or 2 months or 3 months, depending on where area I'm visiting.
Right.
And it'll be, God, Tim, you put some weight on. God, look at that belly. You know.
Yeah. And it gets to you, right? It breaks away.
Oh, it gets to you. It gets to you, but you can't see it in yourself that you're growing and you're growing. And there was one point, and I think it was just before I'd started this, and it was the same time I was going away with my dad and my brother. I had to buy a pair of trousers,
right? Because
we was going to this hospitality football match, and I bought this, and I was ashamed to say it, but I'm not now. It was a 38 waist.
Right.
Now, I didn't even bother trying them on, so I got them home, and I'm in the bedroom, and I'm struggling to get them on, trying to get them over my thighs, my hips. Karen's like, "Take them back." I'm like, "They don't fit." I'm like, "I'm getting in these. I'm getting in them." And the truth to my word, I did. And then obviously they're gone now because.
So they were a struggle. So where are you now? So yeah, let's just talk about a little bit about your journey now. So first of all, yeah, just quickly, what waist size are you now? Because I think it's nice to go right.
Comfortable 34.
Okay, so you've dropped 2 sizes. However, the 38s were uncomfortable, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think the important thing that I would love to stress, and Tim's know they're going to share with you, that getting back to how he's busy, he's got lots of commitments. The road hasn't always been like hibernation for 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks. Tim's had alcohol, Tim's had holidays, breaks away. Even throughout this COVID situation, there's been some snowballs thrown. He's on the road. And
massive, yeah.
For again, you can explain more, but am I right in saying 2 out of 5 days you're in hotels?
Yeah. Oh, last week I messaged you yesterday because you'd not heard from me for a while. You thought I'd gone a bit quiet, but yeah, 3 nights last week.
Yeah, and that's
typical. I'm finding myself where back in the day it used to be, book a hotel because I know there's a Witherspoons nearby and I can get a cheap pint of a night. But now it's book a hotel because I know there's a gym there.
Yeah.
Or obviously gyms are not open in the minute, but 3 nights away this week. So there I was last Sunday cooking all my food.
Yep.
And then it's in my call box the day after, and I take away enough food for those days.
How do you feel? How do you feel in yourself now, Tim? Just generally, when it comes to sleep, your energy, your moods, just life in general, because I think a lot has progressed for you, even away from your body transformation in the last 6 and 8 to 9 months. Yeah, but where are you at now? Just be totally honest.
I'm not one for laying in anyway.
No.
So I was up again this morning, out running. I was up early anyway, but my quality of my sleep's a lot better. It's not broken so much. I feel energized when I wake up, and that's the thing as well. It's all right when the energy is good for working out, but the energy in my home life is different as well.
Right.
Where it'd been before, stupid little things. Come downstairs, make a cup of coffee. Oh, the dishwasher needs empty. I'll leave that till later. It's just stupid things like that. Or I can't be bothered. Or if we go out on a Saturday or Sunday, I want to be back because I want to watch football in the afternoon. Now I think I drive Karen mad. Right, come on, I'm going for a walk. But fair play, it because of the family side of it. First lockdown, my daughter Abby started doing your programs first.
Workouts, that's right, yeah.
So she's like, "Come on, Dad, you've done this before." And I thought, in your own head, and 100 people on this channel now could probably say you're spot on, is you've got to know in your own head when you're ready.
Yeah. To
do something, you've got to be uncomfortable. You've got to be miserable like I was. A lot of people see me in the gym or just messaging on Facebook and stuff. You think, oh, God, he's happy fella. He's always happy and he's always doing this and that. But yeah, God was I grumpy.
Right, yeah. I think I often say like the two things that make people act generally are normally either inspiration by looking at someone else or desperation. And
Oh, massive. And it was another. I mean, Abby was. Come on, Dad. We can. It was a nice lockdown one, wasn't it? So we did it in the garden, and then, I signed up again. Obviously, I've done it before. That was one of my low points as well. Lost 2 stone. Went on a summer holiday. Only put a pound on, which was good. But then came back, started working out again. I sort of dipped off a bit through Christmas and New Year, like probably everybody does. But now I can be accountable and I know what to do. I've been educated enough.
Yeah.
What
are your biggest takeaways then, Tim? So if you were to look at your, the last 12 months, your Transformate journey in particular, what are the takeaways that are locked in tight? Because Tim actually said to me, he had a physical goal, which is key for obviously every client to have. And then he sort of up the ante slightly by saying, this doesn't finish for me until I know I can maintain it. Because again, Tim had achieved some great success in the past, but for whatever reason, lacked the structure or the consistency or the discipline, etc. Tim said, I'm going to maintain this particular weight, this image, this feeling for a year. Like what are your takeaways to get you to this point where you are now?
It's just the happy side of things as well. It's people see me happier. I'm not saying, I've always been a happy bloke, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean?
But within now, there's times when we all fake it sometimes.
This is going to sound a little bit weird, but I've probably got a little bit vain as well.
Right, okay.
I'm not one of them guys who will be in the gym looking at themselves in the mirror, don't get me wrong. But when I get, and women will vouch for this as well, will go, I'm taking a little bit of shape here.
Yeah. You've got pride in your appearance now. Because
I'll single Scott out as well. And we spoke about this morning because we had a socially distanced run together this morning.
Sure.
Just talking about, and it's nice to share it with other people because it's a group at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We're all in this together, and there's never been anything of sour words about anybody else and things like that. It's all encouragement, which is one of the biggest takeaways. Is probably what I've got out of this is
right.
If I'm letting myself down, I feel like I'm letting the rest of the group down, not alone like yourself as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously you put everything into this yourself. But yeah, letting yourself down. And I was talking to Scotty and I said, your picture, and you posted it a couple of weeks ago, you could not pick a different picture for somebody. You may have put a speech bubble out saying, I don't want this photo taken.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I was going to be speaking to you this afternoon. I said, I might mention that because that's a highlight for me. There's no bigger joy for having for my personal transformation is to see other people doing well as well. That's what drives me on as well. That's what I was going to get to. I forgot to mention that earlier. Abby got me to do it again in lockdown before, but when I first did it, it was Glenn. Looking at Glenn's transformation, and seeing how well he'd done. Changing his life. I think he had I don't know ins and outs of it, but he had a bit of a health scare.
Yeah.
And nobody's getting any younger. I'm 44 next year. And I was getting to the stage where it was hard walking upstairs.
So I guess that's social proof. And when you know people that have been through the process, or you can,
definitely.
Like, if they can do it, I can do it. And
Why can't I? Anybody can do it. I'm not saying I'm like an ambassador or anything, but if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
But you need to know in your own head when you're ready.
100%. And like I say,
it's the tools. You need the tools, and obviously Transformate is just. You put it on a post last week. Yeah, lockdown. I was just getting. I wouldn't say I was getting depressed in lockdown. I'm not a kind of depressed person, but I know you can't say that depression is going to come on. It happens, obviously, but I was quite comfortable finishing. I won't say finishing work at 2 because my boss might watch this later. Finishing at 2 and having a beer in the garden. Karen and the girls Karen was at home and the girls were working from home. So sitting in the garden having a couple of beers. Couldn't go anywhere. Didn't need to drive anywhere. A couple of beers, glass of wine. But that's how I'm a social person, but I've still go out socially.
Yeah. So how just to finish on how do you combat things now? So obviously you seem to live a a busy life still. You're still around
Yeah.
your friends, your family. How do you work it now? How have you found the balance?
Moderation.
Right.
I can have a beer. I
Yeah.
discussed earlier. I could have a glass of wine with my dinner, but I ain't got to drink the whole bottle.
Yeah, got you. So you feel
I
like you've
think-
got a bit more control now.
I've got total control.
Right.
Total control. I feel like I'm in it for the long run. Different mindset to I had before.
Right.
So I knew after my 8 or 16 weeks was finished, I slipped under the radar.
Yeah.
I did. And it's quite easy to do. And
Yeah.
people will listen to this and they'll go, yeah. Because I've noticed a couple of people have been a bit quiet lately on the team and on the team page and stuff like that. You know, but you got to stay accountable. The comments that I get now strive me on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll tell you this quickly, I don't want to ramble on too much.
Well,
I had a meeting with a guy two weeks ago, one of my customers, and he did a double take when I walked in his office. He was like, "Tim, is that you?" I was like, "Yeah." Obviously, I've got my new gear on, which is another thing. You get a new wardrobe with this.
yeah.
And we were chatting about work, and he said, "Sorry, Tim, I've got to stop what I'm saying." He said, "You've just totally thrown me." He said, "I can't believe how good you look and how much weight you've lost." But I'm one of them. Yes, I do like the compliments. It's great. It strives me on. It's better on a message than somebody telling me because I get a bit embarrassed. But you know, the comments I had the other week, you know, inspiration.
Yeah.
That's quality. You know, and if I can inspire somebody, I don't mean to. I'm doing this for me and my family.
Yeah, of course. Ultimately, yeah.
I'm not saying, right, I'm going to do this because I want to inspire somebody else. I want to get you new clients. I want to do this. I want to do that. If I inspire somebody along the way, happy days.
Yeah.
You know, and I won't single. I'm going to single Leah out here because I know Leah quite a few years now. And when I knew she'd signed up, I thought, great, this is going to be great for her. So I thought I'll drop her a message. You know, I'm no expert, but I've been educated myself now how to eat properly, how to exercise.
We're a community, right? Yeah.
We're a team. That's the title of it. So I just reached out to her and said, look, if you don't want to be putting silly questions on there or asking Ben silly questions, you know, I'm here for you if you want to know, you know. And Sally as well. Me and Sally talk quite a lot. She rung me the other morning, it's about 8:30, and I thought, oh, must be something wrong here. She was like, I've worked out already. She's already done a class at 8:30, and I know a lot of people do that already. But everybody's life's different. You know, we work out when we can. And at the end of the day, it takes you half an hour, 45 minutes, doesn't it?
Get it done, yeah. Yeah, no, for sure.
There's no, I ain't got time. There's always time, isn't there?
Yeah, no, definitely. No, Tim, like I say, you've been on an amazing journey, and I knew this little short video would obviously allow us, you know, some personal time to reflect on your journey. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are in the same position as you were, especially, I think, no doubt.
We've all been there.
Yeah, like resonating with working away, resonating with the alcohol, resonating with the yo-yoing, all of these things, and there's no better person to put it across than yourself. So no, thank you.
Like a takeaway as well, you know. We could throw three takeaways a week.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
and it was normal. It just seemed normal at the time, right?
Yeah. It was a Chinese or an Indian. Yeah, I can starve them. But I cook more now, which is good. Karen likes that because Karen's not a lover of the kitchen. But you know, it's like now I've got a big pack of chicken. I've got a chicken in the slow cooker ready for this afternoon, and then I cook my chicken later for the next couple of days. And then it's just educated me to eat properly.
Yeah, and probably eat better quality, and no doubt you're still on a stack of food, right?
Oh yeah, I've never eaten so much.
Yeah,
but it's the right stuff. You know, I was a big crisp fan. I mean, I can remember the first conversation we sat down, and you're like, "Tell me what you eat during the day," and I thought, I've just got to let it all out. It's got to put it on the table. But sometimes I want to have a breakfast because things get drilled into your head. It's like most important meal of the day is breakfast. You've got to get up and have your breakfast. It's not the case.
Yeah.
As long as you're consuming the right amount of calories during the day, you might be a breakfast person. Yeah. I am now. Before, I'd arrive to a meeting half an hour early because I know there's McDonald's around the corner.
Yeah.
But that now, I take stuff out with me. I'll have stuff at home. I get up half an hour early if I know I've got to have my breakfast. It's just, yes.
Life changing.
Without being without being extreme, it's been a life-changing experience. But as you touched on before, it's all right doing it for 8, 12, 16 weeks. It's after that.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if we had any money on this, but you said I've got to be accountable for a year. I don't remember when I signed up for that bit.
You definitely did. But again, I think by having that accountability, again, it just goes to show you, how you can take a small journey onto a life-changing matter. And obviously, Tim is now officially accountable to half of Facebook now, and the Transformate community far and wide. So we'll certainly be checking in on Tim in a few months' time. And like I say, it's been a pleasure to obviously have you on board, Tim, and long may it continue.
Nice to do it. I know we've spoke about it before, but yeah, it's a community, it's a team. You know, I still speak to people who I did Transformate with back end of last year. I still meet up with people. We meet in the gym.
Yeah,
a lot of the girls in the gym are a good laugh and a good crack. We help each other on.
That's it. 100%.
You know, that's what it's about.
No.
So
perfect stuff.
plus, you've had a little bit to do with it, of course.
Oh, not a lot. It's all been you. It's all good. Yeah. It's all good. But no, honestly, Tim, like I say, thank you. It's been a pleasure. And long may it continue. And we'll be sharing Tim's journey in probably the next, say, 10 to 12 weeks. So we'll put it out there for February time, Tim. Yeah?
Yeah, no problem.
Perfect stuff. All right. I'll speak to you soon, buddy. Take care.
Cheers, guys.
See ya.
Take care.